Let's improve our English speaking skills with a practice exercise where you get to practice speaking English out loud. Now, so often, many English learners lack confidence speaking English because they get very little opportunity to practice making their own sentences. Well, we are about to fix that problem with this lesson. Now, I'm Kendra, an English instructor with Fluency King, and in this lesson, I'd like you to repeat after me as I share with you some details about my favorite books. I'd like you to practice speaking after me so you can practice using more challenging vocabulary and practice speaking more like a native speaker. But at the end of my monologue, I'm going to ask you a question, and this is going to give you the opportunity to practice making your own sentences in English. Just be sure to speak out loud, because when you speak out loud, this really trains your mouth to speak English more fluently. You can also feel free to pause the video should you need more time to come up with your answers and to really take full advantage of this exercise. This exercise is really going to be great for building your vocabulary and for improving your speaking. So if you're ready to get started, repeat after me after these next phrases. My favorite books to read are self-help books. Self-help books are nonfiction books that give you advice on how to solve problems for yourself. I like these books because they help me to become more productive and to advance my career. I also like to read novels or fiction books, but I devote less time to them. So what about you? Do you prefer fiction books or nonfiction books, and why? Pause the video and speak out loud your answer to practice speaking your English. Very interesting. Well, let's continue the exercise. Continue speaking after me. For me, it really doesn't matter the genre or the type of novel that I'm reading. For example, I love fantasy novels like Harry Potter because they're real page turners and I can't put them down. I also love dramas like The Fault in Our Stars because they talk about life and death in such a poignant way. Poignant meaning that the book touches your emotions in a powerful way and makes you think about things more deeply. What about you? What is your favorite genre of fiction and why? Please pause the video and speak out loud your answer, trying to include vocabulary words like genre, page turner, and poignant. Great work. Let's continue. Repeat after me. To be honest, I prefer ebooks to physical books because they take up so little space and they're a lot easier to travel with. I also like that if I ever decide to move, I don't have to pack up hundreds of heavy books. The only drawback about ebooks is that they can be harder to get into or harder to get interested in? And which do you prefer, ebooks or physical books, and why? Pause the video and answer out loud. All right, let's continue. Repeat after me. The last book I read was called Divergent, and it was set in a dystopian world, or a terrible world. In this dystopian world, cities are destroyed and the survivors are struggling to survive in a very harsh environment. Because of this unique setting, the story was very interesting and easy to get into. Okay, now I have a question for you. What was the last book that you read, and where was it set? Where was the book located? Also, was the book easy to get into? Pause the video and speak out loud your answer. Great work! Now, if you want even more vocabulary exercises, check out my blog post for this lesson, or you can get some more practice questions to work on this vocabulary. The link is in the description box below. But if you enjoyed this lesson, please give it a like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you can get even more English lessons with me. Until next time, you can check out my other English speaking practice lessons on the right here. As always, thanks so much for watching and happy practicing. Until next time.
Perfect.